Hello and welcome back to my channel. And today I am continuing my series with the SBA and for small businesses and individual businesses and how to get the loans that you necessarily need to help with your business since COVID has hit. Recently SBA has pretty much created this new program that started on April 6th, which is the increase, in which if you've already been funded, then you may actually request an increase. And so I just want to make it clear to some people, because some people have this idea that, oh, this increase process is around and it's for everyone. No, it's not for everyone. You have already must have been funded by the SBA to be able to request an increase. Now, they had actually sent out emails requesting people to go ahead and apply for the increase. And within this email, you have to send your name, your business address, your business phone number, and just a bunch of information in the email. It pretty much gave you instructions on what you needed to do and all for the increase. Now, reason why they pretty much started this new program because the increase is because the government pretty much has raised this loan limit for the COVID-19 EIDL program from 6 months of economic injury with a maximum loan of $150,000 to 24 months of economic injury with the maximum loan of $500,000. So that's where this whole entire program started and was created. All right, so it's very simple. Initially, all you had to do was send an email with some little bit data of information, your application number, your business loan number. If you did not know your business loan number, simply just call the SBA hotline customer service, give them your application number, and say, I need my loan number to apply for the increase. They will give you your loan number after doing a few verifications, to confirm your identity and who you are, and then you can use that to put in the email to apply for your increase. Now, the steps for the increase. I pretty much talked about it before. So the first thing, of course, you need to do is send the email. You need to send the email to COVID EIDL, right here, COVID EIDL increase request at SBA.gov. Now, when you send this email, make sure you copy and paste the email address. There are some people that were having some serious issues when they hit the reply for this and it didn't go through. Just send the email, copy and paste it, and make sure it goes through properly. And number two, make sure when you send it you don't get an error back. You may not get a response saying, hey, we received your email, but that's fine. But as long as you didn't get an error back saying it was not been able to submit, then that's a problem. If you didn't get an error back, but you didn't get anything, or if you did get an email saying they received your request, then you're great. Like I said before, you would need to include in the subject line this EIDL increase request for and your 10-digit application number. Make sure you have your loan number, your business name, business address, phone numbers, and fax. Do not include any documents yet. They will request that from you later on in the process. Also, you will receive follow-up email notifications if they need additional documents. All right, so increase requests will be processed in the order they are received. So remember, this is going to take a long time. So due to the high volume of income requests, it may take several weeks before anyone receives any response. Excuse me. And you can send email requests, inquiries if you want, but if you just send your request in last week, don't expect for them to respond to you like this week, because I have heard that they still haven't even gotten to those who applied in the first, or second, or third week of April when this program started back on April 7th or April 6th. Okay, so it's a long process, and just got to be patient with that. All right, so those are the initial steps. Now, once you have sent it in, they're going to send you back an email asking you to pretty much go into your portal. Everyone should have a portal, and log into your portal, and then there they would have some pre-qualifying numbers for you. At the very beginning, at the very top, will have what your original loan was. So for example, in this particular one, right, you're given a range that you would be pre-qualified for. So first in the range, so in this is the range. So your initial inquiry not inquiry, but your initial loan was for 150, right? And so they're saying for this, your range or maximum that you're allowable is 500,000. So let's say that you wanted 150,000. Do not leave this at 150,000 thinking that that's all you have to do. You need to increase the slider to $300,000. All right, that is showing SBA that you want a loan of additional $150,000. 150 was the loan that you originally funded. When you move the slider up to $300,000, that's going to show that the loan that you actually want. So remember to do that. So slide it up, confirm the amount, e-sign the 4506-T. You should hit submit and confirm, and that's pretty much it for that. Common mistakes. And the common mistakes is when it comes to SBA, all that does is just cause delay after delay after delay. So here's some common mistakes. The biggest mistake is people actually do forget to move the slider. So just like I showed in that other video, you need to move it up. A lot of people come in there and they see their range and they see an amount. Like for that one, it was 150,000. But let me go back to it. So for that one was 150,000, and some people say, "Oh, that's how much I want. I want additional 150,000. Leave it that way." No, what they do is they combine your original loan amount, which was 150,000, and then whatever your new amount is, and if you wanted another additional 50,000, you must move it to $300,000. So please remember that. Because once you confirm and you e-sign everything and you sign your 4506-T and all your certificate of completion is done, you can't manually go back and increase your loan amount again. And that will become a problem. And it could be a big nightmare later on. So make sure to do that. All right. So here's a common mistake. I think people, when they come to this, they get really confused about that slider. Again, I'm reiterating this. For those who don't understand, this is the amount that you were funded. This is the maximum amount allowable. If you want $150,000 additional, you would not leave the slider there. Instead, you would slide the slider to the midpoint where we'll probably say $300,000. That's the only way to get the funding. And so I give another example using smaller dollar amounts. So if your loan was original 25,000 and your slider range was, I don't know, something between 25,000 to 90,000, if you leave it alone at 25,000, you did not increase your loan. So pretty much a lot of people do that, and they're sitting there and they're waiting and waiting, and they don't understand why they haven't received or heard anything. That's because you did not request a loan increase at all. It's just sitting there. So yeah, you need to actually go back and check on it, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about what you need to do to correct that. So just more of that example. So if you wanted to increase your loan to $30,000, you must move the slider up to $55,000. So that is pretty much saying you wanted an additional $30,000. How to fix your increase error. So you made that mistake, and it seems to be a common mistake with a lot of people where they just don't realize that they're supposed to move that slider. Let's fix it for you, fix it Jesus. So what do? You've got to send an email to COVID EIDL increase request at SBA.gov. You need to state the additional amount that you wish to be funded. So for example, in that particular one that I have with a smaller amount, you had $25,000 originally funded. You wanted an additional $25,000, but you left it alone because you were confused and didn't realize you had to move it up to $50,000. You would just state that. Say you made a mistake in the error, you weren't able to move the slider or whatever the issue is, but you want additional $25,000 for a maximum $50,000. Just be very clear in what you state in your statement. Make sure you include your loan or application number in the subject line and in the body of the email. Right? Request the amount to be updated immediately, because then every time you log into your portal, you're just going to see the same numbers that does not even show an increase, and you actually want that fixed and all. So make sure you get that taken care of. Right. If you have any additional questions and comments, you can click on the link below. I'm going to have a link where you can actually go to my website and there'll be additional information there and some forms, but you could also submit an email to me asking me more additional questions or for some guidance. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like the content in my page, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that little like comment as well, and share my page. Again, thank you so much for watching and you have a great day. Bye bye now.